All right, guys, it is Thursday night. I've been hyping this one for quite a while, and we're here. We're going to do it, guys. So behind me here, I have a table full of Masters of the Universe figures that, depending on how things go in the live chat here, I'm going to open some of them. Now, there is more stuff here. I got some hot sauces. I have, and you saw in the thumbnail, I got the Bomb Beyond Insanity. Now, I didn't clickbait you here. We're definitely going to eat this sauce. So don't think that I won't eat this sauce, but you guys are going to have to work for it a little bit. For now, what I want you to do is I'll walk you through all the figures that I have, but I want you to say hi in the chat. I want to see who's here, and that'll kind of help me dictate what the next step is as far as whether we go the route of eating delicious hot sauces and opening a lot of figures, or eating one terrible hot sauce and opening. I'll give you guys two figures. We'll open He-Man and Skeletor if we eat the bomb. So that's kind of the deal here tonight. So say hi in the live chat. I see Brother Dom's in here telling me I better eat the bomb. It's up to you guys. The live chat is going to dictate how this goes. And I started this a couple minutes early just so that I could kind of catch my bearings a little bit and see how many people we can get in the live chat. Now, I won't do this based strictly off of the numbers, okay? So, I mean, not per se. So, like, if we don't need a certain number in the live chat, but we'll get there in a second. So let's run through the figures that we have here. We got Avenger 3339, who is here and who is dealing with it. Very cool. All right, so let's run through the figures. So we got He-Man. You got to have He-Man. You're a Masters of the Universe fan. I have Skeletor. Okay, so that's that. We got Teela. Teela's always a good one. This one's a fun one. She-Ra. Gotta love She-Ra. I just picked this one up recently. Roboto. Actually, pretty cool. So that's that. Merman. Another great one. Man-at-Arms. He-Man's best friend. This one's a really good one. Zodak with a C. One of my favorite He-Man characters. And as far as basic figures, which is all we'll open today, I got Manny Faces, another classic. So besides those, and these are ones we have to look forward to for a future stream, I got the articulated Ram Man. Very, very cool. We got Alex in the chat. Yeah, here we go. That was the next one, Alex. We got Battle Armor Skeletor, who will be opened on a later stream. I have Battle Armor He-Man coming, and it's only natural to open them together. And then I got a couple of deluxe packages. So we got Prince Adam and the Sky Sled. So that's another cool one. This one might not be tonight, but we'll see how things go. And then Battle Cat. So all of these are pretty epic figures. You guys didn't just come here for figures, and I know that. So let's talk about hot sauces. Let's go into the chat real quick. We got Brian G in the house talking to Al. Brian G wants Ram Man. We got Metal Frog. Metal Frog in the building. Manny Burn Sauce. That's a good one. Yeah, Bri, go check out Big Bad Toy Store. They got like a whole bunch listed. They even have Fisto, and I pre-ordered a whole bunch of other ones. Faker's coming out. Very good. All right, sauces. So you got the Bomb Beyond Insanity. You guys know that. I put it in the thumbnail. We'll put this one to the side while we talk about the others. So, as seen on Hot Ones, this is Los Calientes, another great sauce. This one is not a very strong sauce, but it is very tasty as far as what people say. And from my previous Hot Ones, if you haven't seen that video, I thought it was actually pretty tasty too. We got Black Habanero sauce, which was actually in a recent video pickup. Just check the chat here. You guys gotta get moving here in that chat. Dinosaur Barbecue Devil's Duel. Those who know me know that I have a very Very long relationship with Dinosaur Barbecue. We've been tied at the hip for the last 10 years. We have Queen Majesty Red Habanero and Black Coffee Hot Sauce. This one's a really, really tasty one. So I can't wait to dig into that. Hellfire Detroit Habanero. This is basically pure habaneros that are roasted. Very, very strong sauce. And I had to break it out again, guys. The last dab redux. So one route tonight is going to be we eat the bomb and we open He-Man and Skeletor. And the other route is going to be we eat all these other delicious sauces and we open up basically all of them except for the deluxe stuff. So what do you guys want to do? I'm going to leave it up to you guys. The other thing is, I'll show you this too. Cassie, for Valentine's Day, got me a whole bunch of other hot sauces from Heatonist, and I haven't opened them yet. That this was actually going to be the topic of a video. So there's actually 3 hot sauces in here that I have never tried before that we could very well get into tonight, or we could save it for another video. I don't see anybody in the chat voting for the bomb. Got Rory telling me chug last dab. That's not on the table. Alex wants more toys. I hear you, Alex. I'm willing to do this either way. You got let's make the stream the bomb. All right, Keith. We may go there. Brian G wants the bomb and all the toys. That's not going to happen. It's either going to be the bomb and the 2 major guys, or it's going to be everybody and the other sauces. Jeff wants me to put the hot sauce on the toys. You guys are all over the place. I need a consolidated answer here. You got Dom here. For once in my life, I don't care about figs. I just want to see you eat the bomb. All right, let's say we get 2 more votes to do the bomb, and I'll do it. But you guys still aren't off the hook as far as the work here. I'll do the bomb, Brian. I'm not copping out of this. I wouldn't put it in the thumbnail if I wouldn't do it. I'm not going to clickbait people. All right, we got 2. One more, guys. Come on. One more vote. While you guys figure that out, I'm going to tell you what I bought to eat this stuff on. And I can tell you the story about this. I got McDonald's chicken nuggets, and I've cut them into really small pieces so that, in case we have to eat multiple sauces, I don't have to eat 1,000 calories worth of stuff. Okay, we're at 2 votes for the bomb. One more, guys. Come on. 9 people in the chat. And if you haven't given this a thumbs up, do that. Alex, eat the bomb and then show us the toys. So, Alex, the whole plan is definitely going to be the He-Man and Skeletor tonight. The other figs we'll do another night. We'll figure out another cool thing to do if we go the bomb route. Trust me, all these toys are getting opened eventually, either on a stream here or not. I don't know, guys. All right, how about this? Get a count going in the chat. Start at the number 1, and let's see how high you can get it going. I'm actually going to throw a timer up right now because I forgot one thing upstairs that I got to get if I'm going to do the bomb. So I'm going to go get that. I'll throw a countdown timer up, and I want to see when I get back. I want to see numbers 1 through 99 up in the chat. Go for it. Back. You guys are still there. Look at that. You guys. You guys couldn't even get past 10. Brian, there were 4 votes. And there's 10 people in the stream. All right, we're doing the bomb. The point here was to bump up some engagement in the chat. Got to catch my breath here, guys. So what I actually had to get was ice cream because from what I remember, this is pretty evil stuff. All right. So I don't want to handle this at all. So what I'm going to do is take a couple of pieces of chicken nugs. Oh, sorry, I'm going to get the, how do I get this off of here? There we go. Okay, so I got a plastic bag here. All right. There's the bomb. There's the plastic bag. Oh, God, it's awful. It's really terrible, guys. But like I said, I am a team player. Here we go. You guys see that? Ugh. So last time I did this, I was able to hide behind the edit. This time, I can't. There's no edit. We're live, guys. All right, so here we go. And before anybody starts to be a tough guy in the chat, because I know we got a couple internet tough guys here, Trump nuts, I call them. I want to see you do it. But without any further ado, it's coded. It is gross. Okay, you guys see it? Ah. So we are opening up He-Man and Skeletor tonight. Here's our Masters of the Universe Origins He-Man. Already with the... This is pure evil. We got our little mini comic. Very cool. This ain't good, guys. I don't know if you can see, I'm very teary right now. And I got to do it. I gotta use some water. My God, this is very bad. All right. He-Man. The ice cream we went with tonight is called Happy Camper. We are not a happy camper right now. Just to get it on the table for everybody, there will not be any more bites of the bomb tonight. Just gotta make that clear because I'm already really in bad shape here, guys. Back to He-Man. So we got our mini comic. I'm not going to read it to you, but it's got drawings. It's rough, guys. It's rough. When I did the hot ones, I think having... Oh, God. I think having all the sauces leading to it tones it down. All right, guys. Get ready to troll the internet tough guy. There we go. Mr. Tough Guy. When did I ever need an excuse to eat ice cream? Tough guy. All right. God. Damn it. Little milk. It is so brutal. Like, you guys don't know. It gets to the point where, so there's no taste at all. It tastes like spikes in your mouth. And it gets to the point where, like, it physically affects you. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm jittery a little. The bomb is the worst than the chip. The chip is nothing. Jesus. All right. Al came for the figures. We got to give Al the figures, man. So these He-Man Masters of the Universe Origins figures are very highly articulated. They have a lot of joints. That's what articulated means. So here's He-Man. He has joints all over the place. Let me pull him up to the camera, and you could see his hand kind of turns in all directions and even pivots. His wrist turns, he's got joints all over the place. Like, what I don't like about these figures, they're kind of too articulated. So there's He-Man. Very cool. Let's go through his accessories. This is terrible, guys. Like, my nose is now starting to run. If I recall what happened last time, I literally had to go lay down for 10 minutes before I finished filming. It was pretty bad. All right, so He-Man's accessories. I love these because the paint job on them is amazing. So we have his shield, which you can see, like, it's got a little bit of like a matte finish. The old ones used to be really, really, what do you call it? Like shiny paint. He's got his battle axe. Very cool. Again, like a very matte finish, almost like 3D printed, like that kind of material. And then his half the power sword. Now, what sucks about this is it's got a little bow to it. Can you see that? It's like... So the sword's a little bowed. I don't know if I could. I guess I could kind of bend it sort of flat and put it back with that there. Let me check back into the live chat here. And I noticed a few people just came in. If you're new here and weren't here but 5 minutes ago, I ate the bomb, and right now I'm suffering through it. But I said in the video we'd open one figure. We'll do the bomb and 2 figures tonight. So you're gonna get your money's worth. It's free. All it costs is your time. So let's see what we got here in the chat. Light up the chat, guys. Let's go. What do you guys think? Another bite? Brian apparently thinks this is funny. What do you think? A bite? I don't. You guys aren't live in this chat. This one's been sitting in there soaking for the last 5-10 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. But I haven't tasted McDonald's nuggets in forever. I'm gonna taste it on its own. Tastes kind of eggy. So Alex, I didn't want to handle the sauce with my hands at all. So because it's just gross. So I got a little snack bag and I did it that way. This way I don't touch any of it because it's evil. I have a little kid. You know. So I don't want to get any remnants around. I'm being very careful with that. Yeah, we're not doing another bite of that, but I'll do the last dab. The last dab is not terrible. You want to do the last dab and open Skeletor? How about that? Who wants that? Just so you guys know, I love spicy food. So like this is not like it's evil, but it's not like killing me. There you go. All right, so we got some of the dab on there. Now, the one thing that's different about the last dab, and I'll talk you guys through this one a little bit. So with the bomb, the minute that hits your mouth, it's just like literally ignites it, and it's really awful. Like it's really, really bad. With the last dab, you taste it, and there's actually like flavor to it. It's almost like, I don't want to say pineapple because it's not pineapple. Let's see here. Pepper X, chocolate pepper X, vinegar, ginger root. That's what it is. Then there's some turmeric or turmeric, coriander, cumin, dry mustard. I mean, honestly, I don't feel anything from this right now because my my tongue is lit up from the bomb. It's really effing awful. All right, let's open up Skeletor. You guys came to see that. Thanks a lot, by the way, for joining me to do this. It's kind of cool to have this platform to hang out with my friends. Now that the world's opening up a little bit and people are getting vaccinated, you know, we'll get to see each other soon, I'm sure. I mean, the channel is growing pretty quickly, so I don't know if you're not local to my area and I don't know you in real life. Definitely say hi in the chat because That's kind of our only way to connect here. And I do want to foster a community. Guys, it's still building. Like, I'm playing it down a little bit, but it's still really bad. So, God, like right now, so to tell you how it feels, right now it's kind of sitting right at the back of my tongue, and like it's like numbing the back of my tongue. So here's Skeletor. What's really cool about him, he has kind of a matte finish, and his armor is actually really like silicone, whatever you call that. And what I like about him, and I'm going to get up in a minute, and I'll get the classic version of them, so that we can compare. I meant to lay them out, but I forgot. So here we are with Skeletor, and I love the color and the matte finish. It's really, really cool. It's not as glossy as the originals. Now I got a 2019 replica of each He-Man and Skeletor, but let's unpack his weapons. And then we'll do that comparison in a minute. So you could already see his staff kind of peeking out there. When I went to pick up these chicken nuggets, it was actually a funny story. I'll tell you that too in a minute. Because I don't normally go to McDonald's, not because I'm above it or anything. Just I eat so many other things. It's just McDonald's is the last thing on my list. So here's our power sword. This one's not bowed like the other one was. And so he just comes with the sword and the staff. And his armor is the other thing. But He-Man has armor too. So I don't buy that. That's not a good explanation. They really make these like anti-theft. Like you can't get out of the store with all of these things. All right, well, the staff might not get unpacked tonight. Here we go. All right, so Skeletor and his power staff. Is it a power staff? I don't know enough about MOTU to really remember what it is, but so there's just Skeletor and his staff. He-Man and Battle Axe. So with those nuggets, what happened was I pulled up and I ordered $1 for 4-piece chicken nuggets. Chicken McNuggets, right? Okay, so that was easy. So this stream basically cost me whatever it is to open those two toys, and so $1 chicken nuggets, fine, right? So I pull up to the drive-through, and the lady's like, you need to go pull up in front of that door. I'm like, what? She's like, just go wait in front of that door. Now the problem is, in order to do that, I was basically blocking the traffic coming around the drive-through. So I think what happened was they didn't have nuggets ready, and they wanted me to wait on the side of the building. I gotta take a quick bite of something here because it's really bad. I actually didn't even explain the ice cream. So, my God, it's still building. Like, it's too much. Like, this sauce is like evil. So there's the swords together. So I'm sitting there, and I guess what they wanted me to do was wait while other people got their orders because their food was already done. But I was sitting there awkward, and people were trying to drive around me, and there was nowhere for them to go. So, like, what was the deal? Like, I don't know. Why bother with drive-through at that point? So the ice cream. This is a Stewart's ice cream. Stewart's is a local place here. It's like a convenience store, and they make really good ice cream. This is called Happy Camper. All right, Rory, now you got to explain yourself. What do you mean you're waiting on the nuggets? I just told the story. So Happy Camper is an ice cream. It's graham cracker ice cream with miniature peanut butter cups and a marshmallow swirl. The butter fat content in this ice cream is so high that it doesn't actually freeze solid. So if you like pick up a scoop, this has only been out of the freezer for whatever 10, 15 minutes, and it's already like basically melted. It's the most delicious ice cream Stewart's makes. And I went with that high fat content in order to coat my tongue and my digestive system, because let's be honest, when you eat really spicy crap like this, you got to protect yourself for later on. Let me go grab my He-Man and Skeletor and compare the old school to new school. All right, anybody who was wondering what Rory's talking about, we're just not going to put Rory's messages up here anymore if he's going to not refer to things that everybody will understand. So here's old school and new school He-Man. And you could see the difference. First of all, I don't know why this one's so tan. He's a little bit overpainted, I think. But the new school, very similar, but a lot more articulated. Here, this He-Man only can move his arms, not even his wrists and his legs and the ball joints there. And also, the vests are a little bit different. So, like, this is old school vest, but the back is like that version. And the back here is a little bit more practical, I think. Very cool. Skeletor is actually pretty different. So you can see there, this is old school right here. This is new school. So the faces are different. Very different, actually. The color, there's more color in a new school face. And the vest and tunic are also a little bit different, but not a whole lot. Let me get it in frame here. But I think I definitely prefer the new Skeletor by a lot. Like, that head is way better. Actually, I don't know. That's kind of hokey compared to the old school. What do you guys think? Can't pose the old figs at all. They should give He-Man outfits more fitting the battlefield. Like they redid Lara Croft. Yeah. Brian's a big fan of the articulation. We text about it all the time. See, for me, like I like it in the sense that, yeah, you can pose them, but when you go to stand them up, it kind of sucks. The other thing is, look at his feet. So you see how they're like webbed? Old school Skeletor has none of that. So there's a lot of like different touches for these new Masters of the Universe origin figures. Like those webbed feet. That's actually a pretty neat touch. So the heat is definitely still building. It's just not like at this point. I think I've acclimated to it. The fact that I ate a little bit of the bomb of the last dab, I think that that means I'm kind of in for it. I think. What do I think He-Man would wear while eating the bomb Hot sauce. I mean, He-Man doesn't need to wear anything. He-Man is he's a, what do you call it? Like a warrior. I'm just some fat dude. Like, you know what I mean? He has some stuff here. Original Skeletor was being referenced by the New Origins one. Revisions of Skeletor in the 80s got rid of the dragon boots and the green yellow face. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I know I don't have Evelyn, but I know they're releasing another version of Evelyn with a yellow face, and apparently this goes back to Masters of the Universe old school toys where there was like two paints of Evelyn, and then they built it into the cartoon. Jeez, sorry guys, I my God. If we can be honest, He-Man couldn't handle the bomb. Look at that face. He would crumple under the heat. So yeah, I've been watching the Spectre Creative channel, and I actually turned Metal Frog Keith onto it. He's a guy who used to work for Mattel over the last decade, when they released Masters of the Universe Classics, which was a line of collector figures. These Origins figures are actually for kids. So there's two new He-Man shows coming out where they're gonna basically they're going to have new cartoons. These toys don't necessarily reflect those characters. They just wanted to re-release the line so that the new kids could have kind of a bridge between, old school collectors and new kids. But this guy talks about all the different stuff that they did for Masters of the Universe Classics, and the Masters of the Universe Classics captivated me because I'd see them in stores like at Think Geek or what do you call it? What's the other place? Think Geek and GameStop, right? I would see those toys there, and they'd be like $50 a piece. And I'm like, I'm not spending $50 on a He-Man figure, right? So, what he talks about is like why they made certain characters and kind of the different touches for the characters, which is actually a really cool thing. But the really cool thing about the Origins figures that are coming out, the molds are the same molds from the Masters of the Universe Classics. So like a lot of the characters that didn't get that got made for Masters of the Universe Classics, so that the He-Man here with the head and all that, those molds were actually developed over the last decade for the Classics line, which I think is really cool. If you haven't done so already, please give this video a like. We are getting very close to being a YouTube partner. 1,000 subscribers and I can be a YouTube partner, which means hopefully my videos go out to more people on YouTube, but also that we can monetize the channel a little bit and support these later streams, which is incredible. What do you guys think? How about we'll open one more thing tonight. What I'm thinking is we got He-Man, we need a Battle Cat, right? Brian, I saw the toys that made us the minute it was posted. We talked about this. Remember the Savage He-Man? So Brian saying, got to watch the Netflix toys that made us. The He-Man episode, so cool. There was a year-long lawsuit from the reps of Conan saying Masters of the Universe ripped them off. And the whole thing about the Wonder Bread He-Man or the Savage He-Man was that they basically that figure was a prototype for Conan, and they just gave it away as part of a thing. Let's open Battle Cat. Why not? We're at 40 minutes here in the stream. You guys are look like you're comfortable there. But I am going to have to excuse myself here and take another bite of this ice cream because my mouth is on fire. I've seen The Power of Grayskull. I think I want to rewatch it. It's been coming into my recommendations on Netflix. Stinkor is coming out. He was supposed to ship in April, and I missed the pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. Ooh. So I missed him. Hopefully I can get him on eBay. No, but you know Stinkor and Mossman, you know what the smell was, right, Rory? There it is, patchouli oil. Stinkor. All right, so we got our Battle Cat here, and this is another cool one because it has kind of the matte finish. At least the saddle does. My son's going to be so happy that we did this because I've been hanging onto these figures, and I hate opening figures because I always love the packaging, and the packaging on these is epic. But these figures are going to have to breathe, especially since I think these are very readily available in stores. So I don't think they're going to be worth much. I could be wrong by that, but at the same time, You talking to me? You guys hear me okay? This is another one where they basically have killed it with the packaging. I need a scissor. All right. Finally got him out. They basically like sealed this up like a dolphin's butt. Watertight. There's still more of this crap on him. So who knows the story about Battle Cat? Brian, do you know the story about Battle Cat? His mouth actually opens and closes, which is really cool. So the cat mold was actually from a different toy series in the 70s. I think Big Jim, I don't know. But in order for it to fit He-Man, they just threw a saddle on it. So got to do it. Looks pretty cool. I mean, geez, there's even plastic on the damn nose. I got a funny story for you guys about Battle Cat and Panther too. So there it is. And the really cool thing about this is his legs are articulated. So you could pose him. The joints are a little loose, honestly. I mean, look at that. It's kind of falling. But even the back legs. Even the tail is articulated. Pretty sick. So when we lived in Brooklyn, my we used to hang out with this kid that I went to school with, elementary school, and I remember my this girl that we hung out with, her mom was friends with my mom, and they also had a younger sibling like my brother. And I remember one day my brother was crying. We went over to their house. He was crying, and then on the way home, like my mom we left, we stormed out. I don't know why it happened like that. Um, but when we were going home, my mom found out that uh, I don't know if it was me, but it must have been my brother. They the little kid threw Panther at my brother, and my mother walked us back in there and put Panther in my brother's hand and actually tried to get him to throw it back at the girl. So that's kind of what parenting was in the 80s. So what do you guys think? Was this fun? Was it fun watching me suffer? This isn't about you. It's not about your actions. It's about the parents' actions. What kind of parent puts a cat in a kid's hand to throw at another kid? You know what I mean? So I really appreciate everybody coming in tonight. As much as this sucked, and as much as this is going to suck over the next 24 hours, I had fun. I want to talk a little bit about everything else going on here. I know you guys are all good friends for the most part. Got some cool dining stuff going on. Meeting up with a friend next week for some new stuff. I got a dining post coming on Saturday. The title is going to be, let me get the title so that I don't mess it up. And it is not clickbait. 100% happened exactly the way it is in the title. Eating an Italian sub while drenched in coffee soda. So you're definitely going to want to see that one, because basically a soda just exploded all over me. I mean, that's basically exactly what happened while I was eating the sub. So that's a really good one. Got more recipes coming. Always I'm working on that left and right. You know, I really appreciate everything. We're getting up to 1,000 subscribers, guys. We're close. We're probably going to get there by May. And I think if we do, I got something big planned. We might even do a live stream to get to 1,000 subscribers. Depends on the timing where we are at that point. But that was really cool. I'm looking in the chat here. No way, Keith. That is not going to be enjoyable for anybody. Who do you want to see on the stream? That's one thing I need you guys to give me some feedback on. I was going to do it so that we can have people pop in tonight, but there's a lot going on here, and I really don't. I don't know. It's just way too much. But with that, I'm gonna. Huh? What? At least we didn't get hit with a blackout tonight. That was fun last week. If you guys were in that chat last week, that was the worst. Brian G, have Metal Frog on. That's definitely in the plans. I've been wanting Metal Frog. I've been reaching out, and yeah. And Keith, anyone but Rory, that's another good one. I think given the behavior here, the tough guy internet, tough guy BS, it'll be a while before he comes on. Obama. Which Obama? Figures with Metal Frog. I would love to one day do like a tour of Metal Frog's toys. His toys are crazy. That's goals right there. I got like a little corner where I have my toys. I wish I could have a place like Metal Frog's. I'm noticing some new people in the chat. Say hi if you're here. We're winding down, but I am talking to everybody. Brian, I don't think you understand. Metal Frog has like a display with like Keith. How many Venoms are actually on that display? It's got to be 20 or 30 Venoms. You can follow him on Instagram, and you can see, and he takes professional pictures too. Here, I can actually pull it up. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get something for a later hype for a later stream. I don't know how the replay is going to be on this one. All right. So now I got to do. So we got the IG going. And you could see, like, here's, Spider-Man and the, what do you call those guys? All Sinister Six. Iron Man, War Machine. I mean, the color grading on these pictures is also like epic. Let me get back to that. I want a picture of the Venoms. Scareglow, Masters of the Universe. That's pretty cool. The Venoms are the ones that, like, when you had that display. These are all really cool. I need that giant Venom like that. I have Spider-Man behind me here, but I don't have Venom. More He-Man action. You got a lot of pictures. There's Jules. Yeah, I guess we're not going to get to Venom here, but follow him on Instagram. His pictures are crazy. With that, guys, I'm wrapping it up. Thanks a lot for joining. I will talk to you next week. Don't have a topic picked out for next week. Maybe we'll do something Easter related, or not. I don't know yet, but we'll figure something out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have so much fun putting these together, whether it's talking to local chefs or Oreo heads, or opening up figures. This is just kind of a really fun outlet for me, and it's kind of cool to talk to everybody, see everybody lighting up the chat. Thanks a lot for counting along in the chat. That was pretty cool. And have an awesome week. Talk to you next week.